Welcome, people. My name is Clint Beastwood. If you're new to me, Clint. If you're old to me, from the DADS podcast. Due to the coronavirus, everything like that, me and Malcolm are not together. We aren't separated. Don't get scared. Calm down. Everything like that. The DADS podcast is still a thing. We're still official and we're still on. It's just a lot of lockdown stuff going on right now, so it's hard for us to record. This is the one and only time I'm really gonna say something about that. But yeah, that's what's going on right now. So a lot of pause and a lot of halting. Me and Malcolm are still probably live streaming the Division 2, and probably whatever other games that we got in our, in the tuck. So that's probably what we're doing right now. Just a lot of live streaming on YouTube and everything like that. Malcolm's on Twitch. Make sure to go follow him. XKnight98, XKnight89. Make sure to go follow him on Twitch and everything like that. But yeah, that's what we're doing right now. Just because it's coronavirus, it got us separated, so it's kind of hard to record. A lot of lockdowns, a lot of restrictions and everything like that. I know everybody is telling us to either use Zoom or like other programs like that, but it's kind of hard because Malcolm is he doesn't really have an official computer like that, or official laptop like that, and plus it's hard for him probably to get like a space where he can like get like the best type of silence, seeing that we have kids and stuff like that. So it's kind of hard for that to go on. I know a lot of people have been suggesting that, but it's just something hard to do. Like when you got kids, like I know you'll probably think because we got this nice big green screen in the back and everything like that, like we in the studio or something like that. Nah, we in the basement. so it's kind of hard just to like get a little piece of silence or whatever the case is for him to record and everything like that. And plus he doesn't have like an official laptop. He's building his own computer, his own master computer right now to take over the world right now. So it's just what it is. So you just get me for right now. This may last a month. This may last a little less than a month. We don't know yet. When everything gets a little more clearer on our restrictions and stuff like that in the city or whatever the case is, that's when we'll start moving around and everything like that, just to let everybody know. But yeah, this is just that one intro video on why you just see me and not Malcolm, because we pretty much do everything out of my crib or whatever the case is. So that's just what it is right now. So yeah, don't get worried. DADS podcast still alive. We're still here. We're not breaking up. The boys are still back in town and everything like that. Like we're not breaking up or anything like that. So but yeah, just wanted to give you guys that little heads up, notice everything like that. So I don't know if I did the intro or not, but enjoy this video, whatever this may be. And we back. Yeah. Welcome. My name is Clint. Today I'm going to talk about the stuff I missed, meaning movies, TV shows, something I'm late behind on. Today I'm going to talk about Queen and Slim. I got a chance to watch that this week during quarantine, or the case is, during this stuck in the house period that I'm going through. This is written by Lena Waithe, who somebody I actually love. She acted in Ready Player One, and she also has the show on Stars or HBO. I think it might be Stars. The Shy, going on season 3 or 4 right now. But yeah, this stars Daniel Kaluuya. Pretty sure I'm saying that right. If I was saying that wrong, I mean. And Jodie Turner-Smith. I guess I can spoil this. This has been out for like 2 years now, so I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna hurt any feelings by spoiling this movie as much as I probably spoil it. So yeah, these two, Slim and Queen, it's just kind of crazy. That's the only names that we know them by, I think. As I read this IMDb, I feel like that's the only name that they even put out there. That's kind of weird. I didn't even notice that. I might have to go watch that again just to see that, if they even said each other's name before Slim and Queen. But yeah. So yeah, Slim and Queen, they go on a date. I guess a Tinder date or something like that. I'm not really sure. They meet up. Queen is like, I don't want to call her rude, but she's kind of a little stuck up, is what the case is. And like the only reason that she's kind of out probably is like to get a meal with Slim. She doesn't really like him. She really not digging him like that. She actually tells him like I think you like looking like a little sad puppy. That's the only reason that he actually kind of went out. Whatever the case is today. But yeah, so after their date, on the way to the house they're dropping her off, whatever the case is, they get pulled over by a cop. I do not have the cop's name unless it is Officer Reed. I'm not really sure if that's it or not. But during that transaction, whatever the case is, the cop gets really intense, like really intense. He goes from like Slim saying, "Man, it's getting cold out here. Like, can you hurry up?" to him just like straight pulling his gun out. Like it escalates like with no problem. And I'm like, all right, like I'm trying to think like, all right, so where are the steps to the escalation? like, cause it just comes out of nowhere. He just like, yeah, man, check your car, can't find nothing. Nothing. You clean, and then just like get the fuck down on the ground. Like, all right, like I kind of felt like Slim, like, all right, where the fuck is all this like coming from? Or the case, I really feel like him. So of course the officer already had pre-notions and already had like a mindset of what he was gonna do. Like he was gonna kill somebody today, and you can tell that. Or the case is, so during this whole transaction, Jodie's character Queen, she steps out the car. She's a lawyer or an attorney or something like that. I'm not really sure. I can't remember. But and during this transaction, she decides to step out the car. She reaches for her phone or her card, office card or something like that. I'm not really sure. I'm pretty sure it was her phone though. But during that, the officer shoots her in the leg. Slim just quickly reacts. His off rip snaps, tackles him, and then the officer tries to come towards him. And he shoots him in the head. So now they are two non-love struck lovers on the run at this point because they still have no relationship. They still don't like each other. Like this is still an awkward moment. Now you just added like death on top of it. Like you just sprinkled a little death on top. Y'all already awkward. That's what the case is. But yeah, so that happens. So now they're on the run. Slim is not about this life like from jump. Like he's a law-abiding citizen. He pays his taxes. He make that shit very clear. Like he goes to church. He has a church hotline and everything like that. Like all that. So like all this is like out of no part of his character. In cases like all this is out of his character. Queen on the other hand, like you can tell like she's done like a couple drug transactions or something like in her past or something like it because she's just too calm or in case she knows like exactly what to do. While Slim on the other hand, he's panicking. Like he's out here like, man, I will turn myself in. Let's call the cops. Let's get this time off. We killed a cop. Like let's do this time on the books. Like I gotta call my parents. Like everything like that. That's exactly how he was acting this whole first act or the case is. So after that, now they're on the run. I forgot the states that they were actually in. I know the movie ended in Florida, but they were pretty much going down through like like the whole down south damn near I want to say. I'm not sure. I can't remember exactly where they started or like all the cuts in between what the case is. I know one time they were in Louisiana for sure, and I know one time they were in Florida, but I'm not sure where we actually started at, to be exact. But yeah. So like I was saying, they're on the run. Queen knows exactly where to go. She goes to her uncle's house. Her uncle is Uncle Earl, played by Bokeem Woodbine. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what kind of pimp he is, but whatever he's doing, I guess he's doing it right, because he got like 5 chicks staying with him. I think he got like one special chick. I honestly don't know. It's a weird relationship. Like at one point, like he tells like one of the chicks like, "You gonna start fucking that cop, cause one day I'm gonna have to kill his ass." Like I don't know what the fuck his operation is, but that's what he got going on right now. But yeah, so we get Bokeem Woodbine. He actually plays his part like really really good, man. That's one of the probably the better parts of the movie, or the case is. So now they are at his house. Slim and Queen is like fully on the run now. Like their faces are being recognized. They're on the radio. Like they have the pictures of them like going everywhere and stuff like that. So like they're very known at this point. Like even people, I don't know the time length in between the shooting and them getting away, whatever the case is, the time span or whatever. But at this point, like a lot of people are recognizing them. A lot of people I know what's going on. People are calling them like the new Black Panther and stuff at this point. And of course, Slim is definitely denying it. Queen, she's kind of like, it is what it is, I guess. But let me see what else. So yeah, they go see Uncle Earl. At the Uncle Earl, they travel to. Dang, I want to say. I don't know where the heck they travel to actually, but their Uncle Earl has a friend named Mr. Shepherd. Him and his wife is pretty much the connect for them to get to Cuba. I think they were trying to get to Cuba the whole movie. I don't know why. I guess because U.S. restrictions or something like that. I know they mentioned that in the movie, like some lady got away with murder and moved to Cuba or something like that. So that was their whole thing. They was like, if we want to get away with this, we just need to go to Cuba. That was the whole plan over the case is. So their uncle introducing them Mr. and Mrs. Shepherd. What case is? He tells them off rip that Mrs. Shepherd is the asshole. Like the uncle lets him know off rip, but Mr. Shepherd, he's a good guy. You could tell like as soon as they walk in the room, like Mrs. Shepherd, like she ain't for none of this shit. Like, cause before this even transaction even happens between Mr. and Mrs. Shepherd, it's a lot of sidetracking in this movie also. And I don't know if it's just before or after Mrs. Shepherd. I'm not really sure. I can't really remember, but there's a lot of sidetracking. Like Slim and Queen, like they're like not focused on the goal of Cuba at all. To me, like I know, like one time they run into a car problem, which I understand. Car problems will probably happen if you're on the run and you driving like an old school for like fucking damn near 80 and 100 something miles, or in case is that I would expect the fucking old school car to break down. But at some points they're just doing like weird stuff, like going dancing, like going on an actual official date. And I get it, it's probably supposed to be a love story, of case is. But like it's just a lot of sidetracking. Like even one time, I forgot who it was. It was Slim or it was Queen that decided to go ride horses. Like just because it was horses on the side of the road, they just decided to get out the car and go ride a horse. It's just a lot of sidetracking. Like they're not like focus goal. Like if they wanted to get the hell out the country, they probably could have got the hell out the country. Like way ahead of time. But yeah, so that happens. And also during this transaction of them their car breaking down, they meet a kid. I'm assuming his name is Junior. I'm just going off the IMDb right now, and I think that's the kid. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, that's his name. That's his name in the movie. His name is Junior in the movie. Oh, he's the one that's playing in the new Jada and Will movie. Okay, so yeah, this kid named Junior. He knows who Queen and Slim are at this point because, like I was saying, they're pretty famous at this point. Like everybody knows who they are. Everybody knows they're on the run. The police just can't catch up with them, or the case is. I guess he's inspired by them to some degree, or the case is, to the point that he even says like, if you all die, or the case is, you all will be legends. And I forgot exactly what he said, because he said, if you all live, I think that's great, or the case is, like everybody that celebrate for you, or the case is, but if you die, like you all will be legends. And like in his mind, so he's like, I probably need to die to become a legend. And that was just his mindset at this point. And like Queen and Slim kind of told him don't think like that, over the case is, but at some point, that's what he was thinking. And also during this whole transaction, I think the next day or something like that, it was going to be a rally or a protest or something like that in a town or city that they were in. At this time, this is where the movie, it's like one of those scenes that's, I think, I don't want to call it a full-on throwaway, but like a lot of it just probably wasn't necessary or needed because it kind of served no purpose, or whatever the case is. At least in my head, it didn't serve a purpose. So during the protest, the kid Junior, he's getting like hype and rowdy with the crowd and everything like that. And at some point, he pulls a gun out and kills a cop. And my thing is, I didn't get that part of the movie, or why that part was in there. And I get he probably thought he was making a stand, over the case is, by killing the cop because Queen and Slim had done the same thing, over the case is. But it's like one of those mixed messages. Like the whole purpose of them killing the cop was probably self-defense. The whole point of him killing the cop was kind of trying to make a statement on what the case is. And the thing is, the cop that Queen and Slim killed was white. He was being racist over the case is, or being like really, really extra over the case is. The cop that Junior killed was a black cop, and I think he even took his helmet off and tried to calm Junior down and talk to him, like talk him down with cases. He still put a gun out and shot him in the head. And I really thought that scene was kind of like just like out of like kind of left field a little bit. Because in my head, I was just thinking, like, why the hell are you doing this? Like, why are you doing this? And I guess it's to make a statement. I'm not really sure. That scene was kind of out of place for me, personally. But now back to, by the time we get to Mr. and Mrs. Shepherd, Queen and Slim, they pretty much go to their house. Mr. Shepherd, or either it's the TV is on, or Mrs. Shepherd tells them, like, the kid that they had just met or talked to, Junior, had been killed because he decided to kill a cop. And she questions them, like, did you tell him to do that? Like, are you all, like, hiring people to do hits on cops and everything like that? And, of course, they're saying no, because that's not what they're about. That's not, like, the pretense or anything like they're trying to get it, like, people to think or do or anything like that. Like, because their thing was whole self-defense. But, yeah, so Mr. and Mrs. Shepherd, they take them in. They give them a guy that is supposed to be able to fly a plane to get them out of the country, and I think to Cuba. Hopefully I'm saying the right place that they were supposed to be going to. I'm not sure, but I think it's Cuba. I'm pretty sure it's Cuba. But yeah, so all this happens. There's a raid on Mr. and Mrs. Shepherd's house. I low-key want one of these houses. Because Mr. Shepherd lets them know, like, if anything happens, whatever the case is, we have plenty of hiding spots. And he's like I think him, Mr. Shepherd and Queen's Uncle Earl is, I think, ex-Marine or ex something, but they were in Afghanistan for sure. And Mr. Shepherd lets him know, like, I got plenty of hiding spots, and like he does. Like, he has a hiding spot like underneath his bed, which is like, I was like, that's not a bad idea in case like something happens like that. Like, he got a floor underneath the floorboard, or in case like a hiding spot underneath the floorboard. Like, that's kind of a dope, cool idea to actually like think about, in case is just in case something goes down one day or something. So yeah, the police raid the house, whatever the case is. Mr. and Mrs. Shepherd, they are taken into custody. Mrs. Shepherd is down the ride, though, by the way. She's a hard ass, but she's down the ride. Like, as soon as the raid happens, she tells them, like, exactly where to go, like, just be quiet, where to go and everything like that. And also, when the police question her, she just keeps her mouth closed. So, like, she's down the ride. She's a hard ass, but she's definitely down the ride. So that was something good to know, because I definitely thought she was going to rat them the fuck out. But she didn't. So, yeah. So, Queen and Slim, they're on the floorboard for, like, till like the next morning or something like that. One of them gets like aggravated or agitated. Like, at this point, like, I'm not finna just keep laying here in this fucking on this floor. Like, I'm hungry. Like, I need to get the fuck out this ground. So that's what happens with that. Now they are definitely on their way to Florida. I think they stop again, which is really weird, bro. Like, I want to say they stop again, but I'm not 100% sure. But I think they stop again. Don't make me just guess the scenes or anything like that, but I think they might stop again. So like they're like, it's like they on their like fourth car, too. By the way, they're like on their fourth car and like third stop or whatever the case is. But yeah, now they're headed to Florida because Mr. Shepherd gave them somebody that knows how to fly a plane and can actually get them out the country and everything like that. So now everything is looking up. Crazy thing about that, they run into a guy. My nose is itching. Let me see if I can find the guy's name. Of course, I'm probably not though. Cause I don't even remember the guy's name that found them, or whatever the case is. This probably is his name, but this probably ain't him though. Nah, that's not him. Nah, that's not him. I'm trying to find the guy that actually took Queen and Slim to the helicopter. Not the helicopter, I'm sorry, to the plane. Well, I guess he probably didn't have a name. Or at least I can't find it. I can't find it, unfortunately. Hmm. I guess it's a good reason they didn't put him in there. I'm gonna get to that in a second. Yeah, he's not in there. So Queen and Slim meets this guy. They're sleeping on the side of the road. He comes knocking on the door with a shotgun. Gets this, saying, "Come with me." It's a black dude, grill country, got an old school rims, blasting them sound stuff music, smoking weed, all that good shit. Good old country guy. Uh, he takes them to his trailer, his home, whatever the case is. He calls the plane for them, saying that it'll be ready in, I think, like the next day or 2 days maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. Queen and Slim, they don't agree to that shit. Like, they know what's up. Like, we need to get the fuck out now. They're in a rush. Like, come on, fam. Y'all been riding horses and stuff. Y'all been so totally sidetracked this entire movie, but now y'all got a time schedule. Like, come on now. But yeah, so the guy he calls back and tells the plane operator case it like, nah, they need to be gone like in the next hour. Case it. He said, all right, cool, give me an hour, and they leave. And on the way to this plane ride, the guy, he's smoking weed. Like, you might want to hit this. Like, you never know when the last time you might hit some weed. It was kind of, in my mind, foresight of the case is. And plus, you kind of know, like, they're probably not going to make it to Cuba anyway. Like, it's kind of a Bonnie Clyde-ish what the case is. So, like, at the end of this, they might die. So they get to the plane. And I felt it was a little suspicious because, like, soon as the guy drops them off at the plane, he literally makes a left. And, like, soon as he makes a left, a full-on police task force comes towards them. like, just out of nowhere, bruh. Oh, and also, before I even get to the end, when they were at Mr. and Mrs. Shepherd house, they found out they had bounties on their head, or like they had a price on their head, and it was $250 a piece. By the way, let me throw that out. Let me not forget to mention that. So yeah, they found out it's $250 a piece on their heads. So like I was saying, the guy makes a hard left, and as soon as he makes a left, the police are like bow, like quickly, just like that. You could tell, yeah. But yeah, man. At the end of that last scene, pretty much Queen gets shot first. Because the lines or the case is in the movie was like, I think she was asking him like, who's gonna leave my legacy or the case is, or who's gonna leave your legacy or the case is, like, as long as my woman like loves me or something like that, like leaves my legacy or something like that. Just romantic type stuff. It was a love story, but like, as long as my woman knows my legacy, I'm good. Like, stuff like that. So yeah, they get shot. The first shot towards Queen was definitely unnecessary. Okay, sis, but I mean, jumpy white cops, nothing new. And then Slim, he just took that shit like it is what it is. Like, he took his woman because eventually they did have sex. Eventually they did fall in love. Like, at the beginning of the movie, you kind of tell they didn't like each other. Like, there was no chemistry there, no nothing. What the case is, but by the end of the movie, they fell in love. What the case is, the more they learned about each other, what the case is, like things like that. But yeah, so they died. But at the end of the movie, funny thing is, the guy that dropped them off at the airport, he's a black guy. Like I was saying, country, grill. I think he had braids, old school, loud rims, everything like that. And price on their hair was $250,000. This just made me think, like, God damn, you can't trust your own people, bro. Because all this movie, even though they were taking sidetracks, they went to a club, or the case is, and the club owner was like, or the club bartender, or the case is, she was like, you don't have to pay for these drinks. Like, I know who y'all are. Stay safe, baby. Like, all that type of stuff. It was a cop, like, when they left Mr. and Mrs. Shepherd house, that just told them to ride along with cases of black cop, young black cop. At the beginning, like, soon after they got done shooting the cop all the way at the beginning of the movie, they found the kid and his dad, or the case is, that knew who they are, asking them, are they the new Black Panther? At the end of the movie, it's the most countryest, blackest person you could probably think of that rats on his own people, bruh, and takes that money. Because at the end of the movie, he just in his little house counting the money up, bruh. And I'm like, man, it be your own people, bruh. I'm like, man, that shit was crazy. My thoughts on this movie, it was okay. I was kind of disappointed just because it was literally Romeo and Juliet. I know I just went through the whole movie and sounded like super excited about it. What case is because I'm not gonna call it trash because it wasn't a trash movie. It was an okay movie, but it could have been better. It was low key just I'm about to say Romeo and Juliet. God damn it, what's them people's name? Not Romeo and Juliet, but Bonnie and Clyde. I think I said Romeo and Juliet too already, but it was pretty much Bonnie and Clyde. That's all it was. Just a back Bonnie and Clyde. Unfortunately, it's that simple. I don't like it that it was that simple, or the case is, but it really is. Yeah, even like to the funeral part of when Queen and Slim died, and they had to bring them back to the town or the city, or the case is. They kind of had a drive through the street memorial type thing where everybody can like touch the car and everything like that. Kind of like Bonnie and Clyde and stuff like that. Just like it was just like some visuals reminded me of Bonnie and Clyde, definitely, and like kind of the story of case is it's kind of Bonnie and Clyde ish or Asco case is, but of course, if you all know the history of Bonnie and Clyde, Clyde was a slick ass dude anyway. Case is, and Bonnie, she was just innocent, and then he pretty much turned her out and had her doing like killing and all that type of stuff. Okay, so if you all know the lore of Bonnie and Clyde, but yeah, it was just a love story on the run. That's all I can like kind of describe it as. But it was just an okay movie. I was kind of disappointed because I really thought it was gonna be better, especially from Lena Waithe, because I really like everything that she does. She does some dope shit. But as far as this movie, it was literally Bonnie and Clyde. Like it was like points like. It was like points that had you like high, like what's gonna happen next, and then they just get sidetracked and go horseback riding and like just sidetrack stuff that kind of didn't make any sense. It kind of wasn't needed, or the case is, especially with the kid killing the cop, like because that part of the movie played no part in anything. Like it didn't get into a deeper lore of like I guess blacks or minorities versus cops or anything like that, because that's not what the base of the movie was based around. Of case is, it was just about Queen and Slim and like the love story and them trying to get to Cuba or get out the country and things like that. So like a lot of this stuff was either misplaced or it was like probably like unnecessary. Of case is, what else? But yeah, I think that's it, man. It just taught me you can't trust your own people, bruh. Can't trust your own people, man. That was fucked up at the end. But yeah, that's all I got, man. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this. Once again, this is stuff I missed or stuff I overlooked or the stuff I'm late on. So these are like late movie reviews. Queen and Slim came out in 2019, and I'm just now getting to it. But this is my review for it. So if you were looking for probably a deep dive review, I don't know how long I've been recording and talking about this movie, but if this is something that you were probably looking for on that movie, this is probably it. So I hope you all enjoyed. My name is Clint, and I'm out. Hello, welcome to the page. If you liked this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. My name is Clint, aka Clint Beastwood from DADS Podcast, but also just Clint from the Clint Beastwood page. So make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell, and make sure you check the description. The Discord will be in there, and make sure to join the conversation. If you have any suggestions or anything like that, make sure to comment below. But yeah, my name is Clint, DADS Podcast. Hope you all enjoyed this video, and hit the like, subscribe, and the bell. Thank you.